Margaret's bad listener.
Like literally, like kind of looking
true.
over my shoulder. Yeah.
She's
Oh
got
yeah,
her own-
right.
Yeah, I'm only thinking about myself.
And I'm thinking, like, not only are they not listening, this person's lying to me, right in the middle of a scene.
Or is she?
Linda, I just have to say, we in the queer community love you. For
Oh,
a lot of
thank
people,
you.
you are the
Thank
gay
you.
awakening. I don't know how
Thank
often
you.
you hear that,
Thank
but
you.
thank you for all that you've done.
My pleasure.
And continue to do. I love this show, and I feel like people are really going to enjoy it for how much it brings representation, really, and diverse stories. So was that a big point for you?
Yes, and of course. And also, I mean, it all comes from Liz and what she writes. And she writes these beautifully rich characters who are just so much fun to play. And I think people connect with them. And they resonate, and it shows sort of things that maybe people aren't always talking about or people aren't always seeing on screen. And I think that's what's so beautiful about what she does and what she has to say, and just her own specific brand of humor infused into all of it. I think is I don't know. I was when she told me she was going to write something for me, I thought, how lucky can I be?
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to ask, have you two worked together since Legally Blonde?
We have not.
No, this is
and I
the
mean,
first-
even then, like on Legally Blonde, we didn't really get to do
Right,
scenes
just
together,
staring each other
and
down.
certainly not scenes like like we got to do in this. But we got along way back then. But I think I was certainly really excited to get the chance to because I'm a fan of Linda's and seeing different stuff she's been in. So it was really exciting that the chance to get to work with her in person.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys have such fun chemistry. You get to do so many scenes that just, have a lot of, I don't want to spoil it.
Well, they say like
Everything's a spoiler. That's the
Right,
hard part
like,
about
that's
it. It's like
really-
everything is a
I
spoiler.
always found that like they
So
say that
great.
as an actor, the number one thing you're supposed to do is listen. So I would be doing these scenes with Linda as Margot. I'm like, this person's not listening to me.
Margaret's
like,
bad listener.
like literally, like kind of
That's
looking
true.
over my shoulder. Yeah.
She's
Oh
got
yeah,
her own-
right.
Yeah, I'm only thinking about
And I'm
myself.
thinking like, not only are they not listening, this person's lying to me, right in the middle of a scene.
Or is she?
You just break character and you're just like, cut it out. Like,
You did one time we were sitting on the curb, you're like, oh my God, I can see how you totally manipulated me. And I just thought it was so funny because it was half in and half out of character.
Oh my gosh. That is obviously a really fun day on set. Is there any other really memorable times that you could tell us?
I think we both had fun in this. I think it's episode 5 where our characters got to interact with Ray Romano and Lisa Kudrow, where we run into them. It's supposed to be by chance, but we've planned it, in Griffith Park, and then later we all kind of wind up back at the house, and I wind up, at the piano with Lisa Kudrow, and she winds up in the hot tub with Ray Romano. So there are these two very odd scenes going on. But I think that we both, I certainly just appreciated the fact that, you work with somebody like Ray Romano and Lisa, and you think like, okay, I can see why the whole country loves them. And they're also so, well thought of in the business because they're humble, they're creative, they're hardworking, and also just really, really funny in scenes. Ray, you see him playing like the contractor, you really bought it, him being like a Queens guy. So I really had fun talking to Ray about like his real life. And then Lisa was just so great. Like, she would be talking about being a parent and I think
Yeah, they're awesome people and just comedy giants.
Mhm.
So it's just, and they make such a great on-screen couple too, which I think I didn't know I needed that.
Yes.
And then when I saw them together, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this is
Yeah,
extraordinary.
you think of them as kind of not the same or not the first people you'd pick as a couple that you'd see in the table reads where all of a sudden be like, this is like, I feel like I'm watching a movie. Like
Yeah,
this
it
is a
feels-
real couple with history.
Yeah, with history.
Just in the way they almost kind of subtly like ignore each other. You could feel the tension, not with them personally, but as their characters.
Of course, yes. I feel like everyone that shares the screen has such an amazing dynamic that it just truly loops you in. And just to close really fast, I have to ask, who do you think would solve this mystery better? Emmett from your character or Velma?
Velma.
Do you think they'd make a
100.
good team?
Oh, I think Emmett and Velma, that'd be hilarious. That's a hilarious team. That's a way to go.
I would say Velma too. I can't remember much about Emmett. I think he might have gone to Harvard, but still.
He works well with strong women. Though.
Yes.
He does. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, it might be a great
We'd have
team.
them together.
Definitely needs a strong.
Emmett's the wind beneath
Yes.
Velma's wings.
Yes, that's the quote. Thank you all so much.